Hi, it's Donnie again, and I had a little issue with my lawnmower, so I'm going to show you how to replace the spring or fix the spring in a pull start Craftsman lawnmower. This is the Craftsman right here. It's a 6.0 horsepower, 22-inch Mulcher. I apologize that it isn't in the best condition because I've had it for a long time. As you can see, I've already pulled the coil spring off, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that come out, and then the whole assembly comes off. And here's where I pulled it off. You can see the pull string and everything is just dangling around. The string is still in pretty good condition, but yeah, it's the coil. Obviously, there's no tension on the coil, or no tension on the spring, so it won't rewind back up. So it must be something wrong with the spring. Now, a lot of these, there's either a nut here where you can take the assembly out, but on this one, happened to find out that it's actually, there's a retaining clip right here, and then this bottom section should come out. Should is the key word. Mine actually had this fancy little sticker on it, eager one pull start. And it does. I mean, I've had this lawnmower for at least 6 years, 7-ish, 8. And the only thing I've ever had to do was get the carburetor cleaned up because of it sat around and I didn't use it much. And so the fuel gummed up. But anyways, I will get to taking this apart and we will see what the problem is. Alright, so I'll take this little screwdriver and take out this little retaining clip. I think that's how it comes out. Yep. As you can tell, it's just a little clip. It's got a couple little notches on the side of it. And then, as you can see, push these two in and it should pop out the bottom, which I felt it start to release. I take it out slowly because I don't know what's going to go on as far as pins. Like that. Hi, Chunky. Then you go ahead and pull it out. As you can see, that's where the retaining clip went in. It actually has a locking feature. No, I need the screwdriver. Don't mess with my stuff, please. As you can see, it comes up out. Well, I can already tell you right now, you can see where the spring is. I can see the outside, which is... Hey. No, those are my glasses. No, hold on. So as you can see, I'll get them in just a minute. It's not right in there, so I should have taken the rope off, which I don't know if I can now because how old this is. I just might have to cut it out. Do it that way, but then again, I might be able to get it out, but you know what, scratch it, don't worry about it. So what I'm going to do here is pop this little plate out, just going underneath, pop the plate out. Oh, yep, actually the spring is actually broken. As you can see, the spring broke. I'm not exactly for sure where we're at on the inside that it connects to. No, leave my keys alone.
I want that keys. I want that keys.
So that's where I'm at for right now. I might just try and heat this up and reuse the spring and go that route. Alright, so what I've done is I heated up the coil. As you can see right there, the busted piece or the broken piece was only about that much, so it wasn't a whole lot. So I tried to mimic the curve, try and get it as close as possible. This is just a temporary fix, so I don't have to go out and buy a new spring. We'll see how well it holds up and see how long it lasts. But as you can see, I got pretty close. pretty close to it. It's still a little warm, so I'm gonna go ahead and wind it back up, and hopefully it'll work. Just have to. I need to open that spring back out. There we go. So you want to make sure those teeth or these grabbers are set in there. I don't think that's the right terminology, but I call them grabbers. And then these line up right here in these grooves. So then you just set it in there. And then of course it'll actually set flush in there like that as you pull on it. So then that's where I'd like to think that's where that went. Not 100% sure. Maybe I might just have to get another spring because this one looks like it maybe needed to be too difficult. I'm not 100% sure, unless it's supposed to go with where this retaining clip goes, which is even going to be more of a challenge. But I'm not 100% sure. So I'll try and figure it out. Because from what I was noticing is that this would have been in here like this, but it just doesn't feel like it would have been in there far enough. I don't know, I could be wrong. Wouldn't fit in there. Maybe I'm missing a whole nother piece and I don't even know it. Probably am and don't even know it. Let me do some brainstorming. Alright, I think I figured it out. So what's supposed to happen is it actually catches right there on the lip inside here. So when you go to put this together, that's what it's supposed to do. So hopefully that's what it'll do. Just hopefully should put this back in there so I don't lose any of these pieces. Should always take the rope out. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, so I'm not fiddling around with this. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna get it apart, but I'll do some of that. Dad may have repaired this once before, and if that's the case, I just might have to cut it off because my dad put stuff together that lasts. Okay, so finally got that knot out about 5 minutes later. I was able to get it out. So I just kind of put it in together. Somebody's a little upset with me. And then here's the retaining clip that goes in there. But before I put it in there, I just want to check and see if this is going to work. So if you were to pull the cord, it would wheel it back this way. And as you can see, they kick out and they do what they're supposed to. And then obviously this will wind back in. So if I'm going to put tension on it, then I'm going to go ahead and put this safety clip in, locks in, so now that won't come out. Now it's just going to be the string comes out this way, then it's got to go this way. So I'm going to wind it about maybe 5-6 times, wind it back. I'll stick a screwdriver through it and we'll go from there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 5 times. So there's a little hole right there, the rope slides in, so we'll stick a screwdriver in through here, keep it from wanting to unwind itself. And now all it's going to be about is trying to fish this pull rope back through there. And I didn't tear it up too bad, so it should fish in there okay. Hoping anyways. Oh. Voila, there we go. Too easy. And just tie this back into a knot. And I'm sure my dad was the one who did it because it was nearly impossible to get out. So then just pull the knot back in. Alright, so it ain't hanging down. Go ahead and do that and just wind itself back up. And voila! As you can see, it's working. Too easy. So then I'll go ahead and put it back on the lawnmower. Good to go. So I guess I can put the sticker back on it. And I might just actually end up re-gluing it back on there. Just depends on how well it wants to stick and stay. But otherwise, I just use a razor, get up underneath of it. Don't go with the sharp side, go the back side because it's thicker and it'll help pull it up. So instead of going around this way, get up underneath the sticker, come backwards, and it helps pull it up a lot easier. Just a little something that I kind of learned through experience. So I'll get her mounted on and we'll see how well she works. Make sure those, yeah, as you can see the teeth come out. Should be good to go. Next one should be with it mounted on there and fired up and running. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled the lawnmower out, and I'm going to go ahead and get her hooked up, see if I can't get her running. So let's see here. Feed it back through the guide. As you can see, go with that. Alright, so now you primer it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and we'll see how she goes. Wow. So now it's fixed, and that's how you fix the spring on a Craftsman 6.0 22-inch mulcher.